on friends, it's Sarah here, and in today's video we're gonna do a crazy crystal set using all these beautiful brand new crystals I just got in. So I've got in these really big crystal AB crystals. I've got some moons. These are like white opal stones. I also have rosewater crystals. I'm mostly excited about those. And there's some clear big ones, and then I'm just gonna kind of create I'm gonna create something fun, and I've already kind of mapped something out here for my own nails, so that it's not just like crystals everywhere. I'm gonna do something with it. So yeah, so what I'm gonna use is both my Ugly Duckling Stick It and the glitterbels base glue. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. First, I'm going to actually do some of the bigger crystals with the Ugly Duckling Stick It glue. And the reason I like to use this Stick It over the base glue is just because you can kind of play around with the crystals a little bit more, since it's kind of this like gooey gel. And then you can cure it. But I also love the base glue as well, so it's kind of preference. It's just gonna be preference. The Ugly Duckling Stick It glue cures by gel lamp, so I will use that. And I'm also going to use one of these little crystal wax tools. So, yeah. Oh yeah, and then to apply the Stick It, I'm just going to use a micro swab. You can get these on Amazon or eBay or whatever. Okay. As per nail design, I'm going to start with the rosewater crystals. These are so pretty. I wanted these in my studio forever. So we're gonna play with those. So I'm gonna have to apply some of these big ones with the Stick It. So I like to empty them out into the jar of the lid, just so it's easier to get to them. Okay, so I kind of wanted to do like the rose water coming down like that. So let's start with the pointer finger. I'm just adding a really big blob of that Ugly Duckling Stick It. And then, so these ones aren't flat, have that kind of pointy back. So you kind of can build them up and around. So I'll show you in a sec. I got it. So I kind of just gonna like, okay, I need more Stick It. I need more like a blob for these ones. So I'm gonna do like a bigger blob right in the center. And then you can kind of push these into the blob sideways. So excited for these ones. It's not really what I was going for. Okay, I just think I think I needed to flatten them a bit. They're a little too sticking up a little too much. Maybe when I have the rest of them on, it'll look better. So I'm just gonna cure that because I don't want that to move around. Cool. So I got my hand in the light, just flash curing that. Okay, yeah, so that's cured well enough. So now I'm just going to kind of like trail these crystals down into these two nails with the Stick It. So now I added more of that Stick It, so now we can kind of fill up the nail with more of those rosewater crystals. So I'm gonna do another big one, but then there's those really tiny ones here too. So I'm gonna use those as well, because they're so cute. Oops. So I've never actually like done a full set using these pointy back crystals. I've only recently kind of got them in, so I actually don't know what looks super cute yet. So this might turn out like horribly wrong, but I'm still gonna try. That's so cute. if these don't look cute, it's gonna be a really big, expensive waste of money. That looks so weird so far, but I'm gonna cure it, see how it turns out. I'm gonna add a lot of crystals all around it, so it should look good when it's all finished. It's gonna look strange at first though. So that's how it looks so far. Okay, so I'm gonna fill all the rest of this in with crystals soon, but first, I really wanted to use this one. I think these are like expensive, but they're beautiful, so I need to use those. So I'm gonna put them on my ring finger. So I gotta grab a huge blob of that, stick it. And they're too big for my wax pencil, so I'll just push them in like that. Okay, that is too big. That's gonna get caught in my hair. I could do like a big one right there, and that would cut it off from pulling on my hair. So let's try that actually. Why not? Might as well. So I'm gonna use one of these. They're kind of like clear, big, pointy ones. These are ridiculous. Look at that. I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, so in this pile of crystals here, there's some stars. So I'm gonna use the stars on the side of this big crystal cluster. And just like push that in like that. There we go. Now my hair won't get caught in that. So when I'm flash curing, I'm kind of like flipping my hand from side to side so I can get that LED light around the ugly duckling stick it to make sure that it's all cured all around and inside. Because you don't want any like soft spots where you could just like chip it off by accident. Okay, so that nail needs more crystals covering the holes. You don't want to get any like glue or gel on your crystals if you can't avoid it. I just did, but try to avoid it because you don't want to ruin the like shine of them. There's these little squares. I'm gonna use these little squares. It's kind of fun actually. This is crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna cure that. Look at that. It's insane. Thanks. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna fill these all in with more crystals, but we're just doing the feature crystals right now, these huge ones. So I gotta use these moons. They are so pretty. So I have to use the moons. I'm gonna do kind of like a cluster of moons. I'm gonna save these giant ones probably for my thumbs. I have to show you guys these. I didn't know they were gonna be this small when I saw them on the site. I thought they were gonna be big. Look how tiny they are. If you can. But there's like some like diamond shapes, some interesting different shaped ones here, and then teeny tiny hearts. So cute. So I thought these would be kind of fun to throw in just because they're so small. Get the moon in the corner. There's a little flower. No. Yeah? No? No. No flower. And I'm gonna cure that. Okay, so I got, so far, these are like the features set I'm doing, I don't even know. On the thumb, I'm gonna use these huge crystals. freaking massive. I'm gonna do a big cluster like on the ring finger, but on thumb. Maybe I'll do like the moon around my cuticle. That looks cute. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick up one of these huge ones. The back's almost like too pointy, but I still like it. Okay, so far I've gotten all this on, but I want to add a lot more detail to the thumb, especially, and obviously this one, because there's like nothing on it. But let's go for the thumb first. I'm thinking of using these. I haven't used these ones yet. They're kind of like a rose, kind of like a vintage rose crystal. Really pretty. So I think I want to incorporate those a little bit more. I'm kind of making the set kind of flow nicely with like the rose water and the vintage, and then the opal and the AB. So I don't want to add anything super weird in here randomly, you know, like red or something. Okay, and like I said, I need more on this one. More of like these cool, interesting crystals. Like I said, you can kind of play around with the shtick it. So I was able to like push these into each other a little bit better. And then the other ones kind of pop out. So it's kind of fun. These are totally gonna stick up a lot and annoy me, but whatever. So I still haven't cured this. Okay, I like that. Okay. I think I'm ready to do the flat crystals now and fill this whole thing in. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to just fill these in with the... So actually, first I'm gonna show you guys how to do it on the pinky with the base glue, but then I'll fill the rest in and we'll just do a time lapse so you guys can watch me do that. But first, base glue. So when I'm doing small crystals that are flat back, so the ones I've put on my nails were pointy back. So flat back crystals are more commonly used in nail art because they're flat and they don't stick up. So I'm gonna use my glitterbels base glue for it because it's really good and it dries quick. So I can just kind of like dab the glue on and then go in with the crystals and then it dries quick. So I'm just going to put it where I want my crystals. So you only really need like a thin coat. You don't need a lot. And then I'm just coming right in and dropping crystals into that. Whatever ones will fit in the spot. So on the pinky, I'm only doing clear and crystal AB just because I feel like it suits this nail. But on the other nails, I will mix in the opal. So the base glue is shiny, so you don't need to worry about putting any kind of top coat on these nails because your background will be shiny. And my background is already glittery because of my last set of nails I did, which I have a video up, and it was Instagram picks my nail design, so you guys should check that out because it was kind of fun to do. I kind of designed my set based on a few options I gave my Instagram followers, and then they clicked what they wanted me to do. So you should watch that one. I will link it in the top corner. So you can kind of mix the sizes and stuff, but when you get closer to the tip, you're going to want to size your crystals down just so they don't look bulky, because I mean these already have a lot going on. Don't need them any bulkier. So I dumped them out because the small crystals fall down to the very bottom, and that's what I'm needing for this right now. But I'm going to actually do a bigger one than I said, and I'm going to use these really teeny tiny crystals to fill in the sides. Okay, there we go. So that's what that looks like so far. Okay, so that looks insane, but that's what that looks like so far. I am missing some space here, so I will fill that in with some teeny tiny crystals. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the rest of these nails, sped up, and then we will take a look at them all shiny and beautiful. Okay, so I got all these crystals applied, and here is how they look. The finished design. So, these feel really heavy. Like, they feel heavy. And they feel grabby. Like, I'm gonna get these caught in my hair a lot. Like, just pulling my hair. Actually, it's okay. But I know I will. I probably will. So, I'm curious what you guys think as a client or as a nail tech. How much would you charge for all this as a nail tech? You know, as a nail tech, how much goes into buying these crystals and the time it takes to place them. So how much do you guys think you would charge for this versus the clients sitting there? How much would you expect to pay? So I did ask this question on a couple groups. So I just wanted to find out what people think. And I'm noticing that the clients are thinking it should be around 100, but you're not taking into account how much it would cost for a fill. So in Canada, I would charge around like 60 to 70 for just the fill alone, and then the crystals on top of it. So a few people have said well over $100 just for the crystals, plus the fill. So we're talking like 170. Someone here says well over 200. Someone said 100, 75 to 100, which doesn't even basically cover almost any of the crystals. So I think definitely well over $200, especially with the giant crystals that I have here, because these ones individually cost quite a bit more per crystal. So yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think of how much they would cost and what you would pay for them. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And I will link where I got these crystals and the supplies I used to apply them in my description box. So make sure you guys check there. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!